What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking about Manchester United's last game. We went and played against Crystal Palace away from home. So let's crack on in today's video. So we made one change from the last game against Chelsea. Talk about the starting 11. So let's go over to the OneFootball app, and I'll leave that in the link in the description for you guys to go and follow your best teams across the world. So we started with De Gea, Valencia, Smalling, Lindelof, Young, McTominay, Matic, Pogba, Lingard, Lukaku and Sanchez. So that one change that we made was Martial, that was dropped out of the game, that was dropped out from Jose Mourinho, and he brought in Lingard. Why did he do that? I think it's just because he wanted to rest Martial. That we've got a big game coming up on the weekend against Liverpool. So I think he just dropped him really just because we've got a big game coming up this weekend. So he just dropped him for that really, and he just played Lingard instead. But anyway, overall reaction. Now, before I start my overall reaction, now, as you guys are aware, Manchester United went and beat Crystal Palace 3-2 last night. So I want to point something out, a couple of things. So, this is, I felt confident coming into this game, by the way. Where it all started off, we had a great game against Chelsea. He gives the players 3 days off, and all these players are going off out somewhere like Italy, France, and all that. So the players are coming off a 3-day holiday. They come back into training, and then after that, the train for the game against Palace. Coming into the game, they'll be just thinking, oh, it's Crystal Palace, the 17th in the table, we'll cruise through them. That would have been said on the team bus, and then just suddenly we're falling asleep, we're 2-0 down in the second half somehow, and we're losing to one of the worst teams in the Premier League that are in the bottom half of the table, and we are losing 2-0. Somehow we are losing 2-0. Now, there's something to do with Crystal Palace. Now, Crystal Palace really up against it, because they've been playing some really good football against the likes of Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham. They beat Chelsea. They should have beat City, and they should have clinched a draw probably against Tottenham, where Tottenham only just beat them 1-0. So Crystal Palace have been up to these big games, like the likes of, like I've just said, United, Tottenham and Chelsea. Maybe Liverpool, but Liverpool will be tough to defend and to obviously break down at the same time. But, they're coming, they want points themselves. So, it really bugs me where Manchester United as a team, we sort of underestimate these teams in the bottom half of the table. And it really bugs me, because coming into this game, I felt really confident. Now, this game should have been easy. A must win. It was a win by the end of the day, but when I say it should have been easy, we should have been cruising through Crystal Palace. But again, Crystal Palace were playing their hearts out. They were playing the shirt with pride. They wanted something out of this game, and they wanted points in this game, and they're struggling with form at the minute. So they were up for this game, and we just sort of underestimated them, We didn't really expect it from Crystal Palace. But anyway, let's get into the video. So, overall reaction, at the start of the game, first 10 minutes, I could see that we weren't going that well. We were looking shaky at the beginning, at the back, should I say. We felt a little bit nervous as well, like when they were hitting at us, we just weren't, comfortable. We weren't comfortable, and the first goal, and it just looked like Crystal Palace were going to score it, and that happened. That exactly happened. I don't know what happened there. We completely just switched off. Talking about their first goal, basically, Townsend called for it. He was open. No one closed him down. Just poor defence, and then just gets a massive deflection off Lindelof. Again, this questions need to be asked about Lindelof, because You know, Lindelof is a player that we've paid for. Since coming into the squad, he's not been great for us. Now, he turned his body away from the ball and literally just guides the ball top right hand corner, and the keeper gets beaten to it as well. So, you know, just gets a lucky deflection, and you know, it's in for 1-0. So you know, it was all I can spot out there is the first 10 minutes I could see that we weren't awake whatsoever. We weren't up for this game in the first 10 minutes. We were just, I don't know, we just couldn't seem to, you know, get up the pitch, and we couldn't seem to frustrate Crystal Palace on the breakdown straight away. They were at us. They were all around us. We were, I don't know what we were doing, but it was just awful. Like, it was just awful defence, really. And then for the rest of the half, we were just making way too many mistakes. You know, giving away possession. We couldn't get our crosses in properly. To do. We couldn't get our crosses in. They were just awful. We couldn't break down Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace were organised at the back. Fair play to them. Then after that second half, we just came out. We were just, you know, again straight away. First 3 minutes of the game, they take a quick free kick, and then after that, at the end of the day, it's in for 2-0. So after that, I just thought, fucking hell, it's game over. We're not going to bounce back from this. And then after that, all of a sudden, once we got our first goal, I was like buzzing, you know. You know, we got that first goal, I was like, right, great, come on, let's go and get a second. We go and get a second by Lukaku, and then we go and get a third, you know, from Matic. That is a contender for goal of the season, for sure, and it has to go down as one of the goals, really. So all I say is, you know, we really pulled it out of the bag in the second half. You know, we just didn't have that mentality, and we just couldn't find our momentum for some reason, and we couldn't find our rhythm whatsoever until late in the second half. But this needs to come quick against Liverpool. When we're going against Liverpool, it's going to be absolutely up there, because Liverpool, we can't be making too many mistakes. You know, the front three, yeah, Mane, Firmino, and Salah. Salah's a really good player. You've got he keeps scoring for Liverpool. You've got Mane, who's got really good pace, and Firmino, who, you know, can put goals away but still plays a bit shit now and there. But again, we're gonna have to be up for this game. We're gonna have to cut out all of our fucking mistakes on Saturday, because that cannot happen. But anyway, getting more into the video. So I've probably said the first couple of things already. Like, we weren't awake. We were feeling shaky, and we weren't feeling comfortable in the first 10 minutes. You know, Palace, you know, they were playing the ball forward, and they were getting more on the counter-attack non-stop, and they were frustrating United. You know, this is, again, it's just all about clearing our lines, and, you know, we couldn't seem to do that for the first 10 minutes. And United as a team, we just couldn't seem to break down Palace. We couldn't, you know, get past their defence. And as soon as Palace scored, Lindelof, you know, again, it's just Lindelof. Why is it always Lindelof? You know, sort it out. And obviously, Mourinho would have had a chat with you at half-time anyway. But again, it's just questions needs to be asked. And that defence was awful in the first half. And he turns away from the ball. Who on earth turns away from the ball? And then just guides the ball into the top right-hand corner. And then the keeper can't do much about it then. So then after that, once they got their first goal, I thought, okay, you know, we were looking a little bit more better, you know. We were pressing more. We were getting the ball more forward. We were putting the pressure on. But then, well, as we were getting forward, we couldn't seem to break down Palace. We couldn't seem to get past their defence. And we're playing one of the worst teams in the Premier League, and we can't seem to get past their fucking defence in the first half. This is how poor we were playing in that first half. We couldn't get past Palace in the first half. Like, we couldn't even create fucking chances in that first half. We couldn't even create any, you know. Fair play to Crystal Palace. They came up with a game plan and they smashed it, but at the end of the day, the better team deserved it, and that happened with about fucking a minute and a half to go. So, you know, And then, like I was saying, we were just giving way too many mistakes. The crosses were awful. We were just giving away possession. So once we got possession, we didn't really realise that there was a Palace player in front of us. We were just giving possession away, and this is what we keep on doing. We can't hold on to possession. We give away possession too many times, because then Palace have a chance to go on the break, go on the counter-attack, go and make chances, go and get a goal. These are chances that we're giving them. We kept on making way too many mistakes, and Mourinho knows that as well. So we need to cut out all these mistakes against Liverpool, because this last night was an absolute fucking joke, and that needs to be cut out in the next game. And then we knew that there was nothing going right for us, you know. We couldn't seem to break down Crystal Palace. We're playing one of the worst teams in the Premier League that is 17th in the table. And then, I wouldn't say we were dominating that first half. In some places we would have been, but we couldn't seem to hold on to that possession. We were just making way too many mistakes. Mourinho knows that for sure. And it just needs to be worked on in training, And then second half, we just needed to cut our mistakes out from the first half. But we still kept on making way too many mistakes in that second half as well, because we were giving away stupid free kicks when they were not even necessary as well. We needed to lift the tempo a little, I just felt like we needed more tempo in it, We needed to be more sharper. We needed to get more crosses in. United did an early change. We brought on Rashford from McTominay, so straight away he reacted. Mourinho brought someone on, and this is where we changed the formation a couple of times. We changed it from a 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1. He had Rashford playing out on the left. He had Sanchez playing behind Lukaku, and then he had Lingard on the right. And then we come out. We play a shit start to the second half. Palace had a better start than us all of a sudden, and then we were just, like I was saying, we were giving away free kicks when they were not even necessary. Gave away a stupid free kick, a quick free kick, and they made it 2-0. After that, I was like, I thought it was just fucking game over. We couldn't get anything out of the United squad. We were playing absolute shit. We couldn't do anything, and after that, the second goal, United responded quick, We were putting the pressure on. We kept on getting the crosses in, creating chances at goal. We were playing more upfield, which we had to. And we were playing quick. And then this is the time where we took over. This was when it was United's time. We were dominating that second half. We were all over Crystal Palace. If you were watching the game, you would have seen that we were all over Palace. Once they scored their second goal, we were all around Crystal Palace, and then we kept going. And the next thing you know, United responded, and we get a goal. First goal, Rashford crossed in a corner. It was headed out, fell to Valencia. Valencia got it to crossed it to Smalling. Smalling headed it in the goal for 2-1. After that, I was like, I'm buzzing, We get the first goal, then this shows our confidence, and we never gave up in this game. We go 2-1, and I thought, okay, let's go and get a second goal. So we kept going, we kept our heads up high, we still had belief. United then did another change, Matic came on for Young, and then Valencia came off for Shaw. So why did he make those changes? Actually, Ashley Young had a clash of heads, so he brought off Ashley Young for Luke Shaw, and then Valencia for Mata. Because I think we also changed the formation once again. I think we went 3 at the back, and then we went. I think it went to a 3-5-2 or something like that, and for the rest of the game. And then United then had Sanchez and Pogba getting up more upfield, and we kept going, putting the pressure on Palace. Palace felt it at the end of the day, and then Palace conceded another goal. Second goal, it was a bit of a shambles. We were all around Palace. Lingard took a shot, it came off the post. Lukaku managed to put it in the net for 2-2, and the build up to that, actually, Lukaku he went to hit the ball but just missed the ball, you know. So yeah, it's just, you know, that happens sometimes. And then after that second goal, I was buzzing. Obviously, there was more atmosphere in the stadium when it was 2-2, because when it was 2-2, I thought, you know, it was just absolutely unbelievable. And then I also made an Instagram story, match day Instagrams. I'll put on my social media in the link in the description. I did an Instagram story, so go check it out with all my reaction and stuff like that. And then after that, and I said it in my Instagram story, like I just said, go check it out, link in the description, all my social media. And I said, if we get the 3 points, I'll be one happy man. What do we go and do? Third goal, last minute and a half to go, Matic passed it to Lingard. Lingard crossed it to Mata. Mata passed it to Pogba. Pogba went to take a shot. It came off the defender. It fell to Matic. Matic shot, and it was in the back of the net for 3-2. I went absolutely wild. Oh my days, the scenes were absolutely unbelievable. What a finish. And we turned the game around massively. And you know, that just showed how dominant we were in that second half. We had most of the possession. We were all around Palace. We were up for that. After we let in that second goal, and it was just a massive turnaround. You know, even though we still made too many mistakes in that game, which that need to be cut out. We gave it all, and we never gave up. Man of the match for me has to be Matic. It cannot be anybody else than Matic. But anyway, what an absolute game to watch, you know, from being 2-0 down to winning 3-2 with about at least a couple of seconds to go. Absolutely unbelievable. Massive 3 points for us, and we got the 3 points. So, yeah, next game is Liverpool. Now, Liverpool are third in the table, the 2 points behind us. Liverpool are going to be massively up for this once again. You know, it's going to be a very tough test. It's going to be more tense. You know, it's going to be one of these games where we cannot make too many mistakes in this game. And obviously, look at their front three. They've got Mane, Firmino and Salah. Salah, very good player, has been scoring goals for Liverpool this year. So he's a main man to look out for. The defence has to be switched on. We cannot fall asleep in this game. We have to be awake. This is going to be more of a tense game than against Chelsea. But again, we want to try and get our revenge after we drew against them at Anfield. So we want to try and get our own back again, for sure. And again, it's just going to be one of these games where we cannot make way too many mistakes. If we keep on making way too many mistakes, giving away possession, it's going to be more likely that Liverpool are going to win this game. So we want something out of this game, and hopefully we can go and get the 3 points against Liverpool. And we just need to show it. If we play how we play against Chelsea, but just cut out all those mistakes, then we can go and win the game. So, you know, it's going to be a very tough test. But I would love the 3 points against Liverpool. We want our revenge again. They're third in the table. They're going to be absolutely up for this. They're only 2 points behind us. So if they win, they'll go a point in front. So we need the 3 points. And we want to get them back as well. So, you know, it's not going to be one of these games where we can cruise through. It's going to be one of these games where the defence is going to be absolutely awake. We cannot switch off for one split second. And we cannot make too many mistakes defensive wise. We gotta get up there, and we gotta go at it, and we gotta just do what we can do, and you know, just never give up really in this next game against Liverpool. It's going to be a tough one, but I want something out of this, and we want our revenge. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Please leave a like on the video, and yeah, if you're new on the channel, please subscribe on the channel. And if you are new, and hope you guys have enjoyed another video. See you guys in another video next week, and yeah, peace.